On March 5, 1974, 17-year-old Amy Billig left her Coconut Grove home in Miami, Florida, planning to meet friends for lunch. She told her father she might hitchhike, a casual decision in the free-spirited 1970s. But Amy never arrived. What followed was not just a missing persons case, but decades of torment, bizarre phone calls, whispered rumors, and an unending nightmare for her family. This is the story of Amy Billig's disappearance. 17-year-old Amy was a bright, artistic teenager, a free spirit with dreams of traveling the world. That morning, she hugged her father, Ned, and stepped outside. She was seen leaving the house around noon. Some friends later claimed she planned to hitchhike to meet them for lunch. Hitchhiking was common in that era, but it would become the detail that haunted the case forever. When Amy didn't return home, her family panicked. They plastered missing posters across Miami. Police were called, and the Coconut Grove community rallied to search the streets, canals, and wooded areas. Days passed, but no signs of Amy surfaced. There were no witnesses, no confirmed sightings, no body. It was as if Amy had been swallowed by the earth. Soon, rumors swirled that Amy had been abducted by a notorious motorcycle gang. Witnesses claimed to have seen her with bikers along US 1. Some whispered she was forced into a nomadic life, moving from city to city. Police investigated biker hangouts, but leads dried up. Still, the theory of biker involvement lingered for decades, becoming one of the most enduring mysteries in the case. Then came the calls. For years, Amy's mother, Susan Billig, was tormented by anonymous voices on the other end of the line. Some callers claimed Amy was alive and being held captive. Others delivered cruel hoaxes, laughing as they described her fate. One man, calling himself Hank, phoned Susan hundreds of times, offering chilling details that made her believe he truly knew what happened. Each ring of the phone carried both hope and dread. Desperate for answers, Susan traveled across the country following leads. She visited biker bars, truck stops, and sketchy motels. Some people swore they had seen Amy in Oklahoma, in Texas, even as far as Oregon. Each trip ended in heartbreak. Every tip dissolved into dust. But Susan refused to stop searching. The FBI became involved after the disturbing phone calls continued. They traced some to a man in prison, but many were untraceable. They also interviewed biker gang members, but no solid evidence tied them to Amy. Despite the growing case file, no suspect was ever charged, and no physical evidence was ever found. For Susan Billig, the search never ended. She kept every lead, every letter, every clue in meticulously organized files. For nearly 3 decades, she answered the phone, hoping for Amy's voice, praying for closure. Her strength became legendary among missing person advocates. But as the years passed, hope turned to a quiet kind of despair. Susan passed away in 2005, never knowing the truth about what happened to her daughter. Amy's father, Ned, had already died years earlier, carrying that same unanswered question. Today, Amy's disappearance remains one of Florida's most haunting cold cases. A case with whispers of bikers, cruel hoaxers, and a mother's endless chase, but no answers. The disappearance of Amy Billig is not just a mystery, it's a story of loss, resilience, and the torment of not knowing. Her case reminds us that behind every headline is a family forever changed. Decades later, the question still lingers. What happened to Amy Billig that afternoon in 1974? Some crimes leave behind evidence. Some leave behind witnesses. But the disappearance of Amy Billig left behind only silence. And silence, sometimes, is the loudest mystery of all.